Today we're talking about 6 things you must do every time before you press record. The first check you have to do is to make sure you're in frame. There's no point setting up the camera and having the wrong frame. Composition is really important in photography and videography, so make sure you're in frame and like you're not cut off or recording just your chest. The second one is to make sure you're in focus. Now right now I've set it to manual focus and I guarantee I'm out of focus. Let's whack it on autofocus. I should now be in focus. If you're gonna be sat in the same place all the time, you can put it on manual focus, but I tend to like move forwards and back all the time. I'm pretty fidgety. So I'm gonna rely on autofocus. I've got my zone set to like top middle. As long as I stay in that zone, I should always be in focus. Number 3 is your settings. Now, whatever resolution you're shooting, 4K, 1080, whatever you want to use, make sure it's set right, 24 frames per second, 60, whatever you're deciding to use, make sure you've set them beforehand, and also then adjust your exposure correctly. So you do your ISO, your aperture, and your shutter speed, and make sure you are exposed correctly. Lighting is obviously one key factor that will help that, but yeah, make sure you're exposed. The fourth one, and one that has kind of caught me out so many times, is audio. Make sure your mic is turned on. Now this mic has an on-off button and also has rechargeable batteries, so I need to make sure the batteries are charged and that is ticked on. Some of my previous videos, there's parts where I literally start talking, it's like there's no volume. So make sure your audio is on. The fifth one is to make sure your SD cards have space. How many times have I plugged this in, plugged in the SD card, hit record, started recording, and it's like, boom, memory full. Numerous times, I can't remember how many times, but it's annoying. So wipe the SD cards, make a backup first, wipe them, make sure you plug it in, and it's got loads of space for the video in question. And the sixth one is battery life. If you can, just plug a power cable into the camera. It shouldn't be an issue that way. Or just make sure your batteries are fully charged. I've done it before, start a video, halfway through the video, cuts out. You've got to charge the battery, find a spare one if you have one, plug it in, charge it, come back to the video, try and find the flow you had before. It's just chaos, just make sure your batteries are charged. That is it. They are my 6 things, my little checklist I do every time before I start recording a video. Now, there are certain things that will help you with all this. Like if you have a camera that has a flip out screen, you can get your composition looking right, your exposure, you can more or less tell from the screen. You can see like audio waves. There's loads of things you can do on like a monitor. Get an external monitor. The camera I'm shooting on right now doesn't have a flip out screen I can use to see. So basically I'm just kind of shooting blind. I'm just hoping that I've checked it correctly, I've pressed record and everything's working fine. But I should probably invest in an external monitor because that helps a lot as well. If you don't have one, just do what I do. Just do a checklist, check it, rely on it, and then press record. That is the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you can write this little list down. It helps you with your next video you do. If it has, leave a like, leave a comment. Let's start a conversation. I'll reply to you in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and we'll see each other. I'll see you, see me. Yeah, we'll see each other in the next video. Until next time, peace. I can never like reach, it's too far away. Throw something at it to cover it up. Let's cover this up.